How many Diddy parties has Jon Jones been to? I reckon they kicked him out. I reckon that Jon Jones ain't been to any Diddy parties. They won't let him in. They don't want to go too freaky. You know what I mean? They really don't. Jon Jones wanted an entrance theme where he could do that little slide move that he does. Woo! Woo! Yeah! And he starts screaming and he's going sliding to and fro, entering the Diddy party. But they just didn't want it, you know what I mean? Because they didn't want anyone to out freak them. Breaking news, is he dead by Buckley in Atlanta? Happens all too often. People forget, man. Sean Strickland was Guru's favorite fighter for 25 minutes. I still like Sean Strickland. I just think I was waiting for it to take off to another level, but then I just realized it was just bottom level edginess, you know? And then he just stopped fighting. He said he would fight for free, and now he's not fighting at all. So, I don't know. He switched up. People forget, man. Adesanya was one of my favorite prospects in the sport. Things change, man. If you could pick any two coaches for UFC BJJ show, who would you pick? Dana did a very lazy job picking the coaches and is copying CGI. I agree. I might do a video on the BJJ video, YouTube, BJJ UFC thing that they're doing, because it is just like an autism circus that they have going on. And there's no thought put into it whatsoever. So I'm going to have to watch the first episode, because I've seen some clips and it's just Mushemi just fighting the urges to chop up everyone in the locker room. You know what I mean? Thank you for the 5. And it's copying CGI. They are copying CGI and it's not on. Impression of Ariel 1942 snitching is... Alright. Bryce W. in Saudi. Did you see Ariel talk about you on Tim's show? I did not see that. John is celebrating Pride Month, so he needs time. What's a nuke fat? More impressive, Demetrius Johnson's 12 title fight wins, or Pantoja's potentially cleaning out the toughest flyweight division in UFC history? How many defenses is Pantoja at now? Took the belt off Moreno. Didn't rematch Moreno, did he? Because he already has wins over him. Took the belt off Moreno. Defended against Royval. Defended against Urseg, defended against Asakura, now defending against Cara France. That'd only be 5. I think he's on 4 right now. So he's got 3 defenses and 4 title fight wins. That's not really that impressive when you think about it. You know, compared to Demetrius Johnson. You know, he's got to do it. I think if Pantoja gets to 6 or 7, we'll talk. You know what I mean? And then we can talk about, it doesn't have to be 12. It doesn't have to be 10 streak title defenses. If he defends against 6 or 7, they were way better comp. You know? Well, actually, not 6 or 7. If he beats Cara France and then gets like a good, fresh name as a title defense, like a proper good new contender. The problem is, Pantoja is beating guys that we already know are not champion. Even though they're great names, because they fought the same level of... They fought way better competition. They're not winners. You know what I mean? These guys aren't... I want a nice, fresh, up-and-coming contender to fight Pantoja for the title, you know? So I need to see that first. So if he defends this one and then beats another, I'd say, yeah, put him. You know, we'll start that conversation, but not yet. Not yet. MMA Joey streams every night. Fun hate watch. Oh, there you go. There you go. Edson Barboza was liking certain memes about the aerials, and he likes a clip of yours on Instagram. We're not just letting these guys go fishing for collabs. Quillen Salkill just said that they'll have to rename him the Minority, and that he's gonna be the new Drew Dober. I mean, I see a lot of people fishing for an MMA Guru interview, and we just need to let them know it ain't that easy. Where's the hate? I mean, you need to put in that work. I'm joking. I'm joking. You don't need to do that. I'm really joking and playing a character now. But it's Edson. No, it is Edson Barboza, I guess. I would love to interview Edson Barboza. Edson Barboza, I've already read it. Impression of Bully Aspinall shoving Mikey Mushemi's face in his hot plate of spaghetti. Impression of Bully Aspinall shoving Mikey Mushemi's face in his hot plate of spaghetti. You know he loves his spaghetti as well, right? His spaghetti and pizza. I just got done making this pizza. Yeah, shut up, mate. Get your fucking face in that fucking pepperoni, you dumb fuck. Oh, God. You guys are gonna rue the day. Thank you for the $2. Will you and Lucas bedtime ever do? I've already read it. You see James DeLyncher? All right, James Lynch asked Bryce about your trip. Did he really? It's gonna have to be delayed, so I'm gonna have to get that across because some shit's dropped. But we are making. I will go fishing with Bryce. That is happening, but it may have to be delayed. Dude, the edits are gonna go so hard when I actually finally go Bryce Mitchell looking forward to meeting MMA Guru. All right, I'm gonna have to message him. I'm actually looking forward to the edits of me when I do meet Bryce. It's gonna say, damn, and let me tell you something about. That's the type of guy I go fishing with. And then the epic music transitions into me going and meeting Bryce. Damn. You know what I mean? Okay. Making a video on the worst fighters to be with during World War III. What's a fighter you would suggest? Great Guru. The worst fighters to be with in World War III. Who would be one of the worst fighters to be with in World War III? I mean, let's face it. If World War III starts, Bilal's going off. You know what I mean? I don't know. I bet even Bilal doesn't realize you would. But I think once World War III starts, he's going off. I'm not sure, though. Don't say Ben Askren, though. Don't say that. Tracy Cortez. Yeah, you don't want any distractions on the field. I hear it. Now, let's face it. Probably BJ Penn. You don't want to be like... BJ, dude, there'd be like air raids going off and everyone would be dimming their lights and BJ Penn would be out there in a field with a fucking torch, waving it at the skies. I'm here, aliens, come and get me. They're trying to trick you. Government is trying to trick you by saying these are German planes. He's out there swinging a torch around. I think BJ would be good company, though. Yeah, he would. Why do no other MMA YouTubers cover MMA news? Low effort tier maker trash based on retard headcanons. Thank you for the $5. It's difficult, man. It's difficult to have to... It's not difficult at all. I don't know why they don't. I don't know why they don't. I don't know. Sometimes Lucas Tracy will do some MMA news reaction, no, but I just feel like the thing, chat, about YouTube is that you have to want to make the video. You can't blag through a video. It's impossible to do. For me, anyway. If I don't want to make the video, I'm not making the video. So you have to really want to do it. Because that's the only thing that's going to carry you through talking to yourself in your room on a webcam. Effectively. I like it's some kind of show. You know? So, yeah. Kevin Lee just got KO'd. Oh, no. The card I'm simulating on UFC 5 is cooking right now, bro. Bro thinks he's bedtime MMA. Thank you for the $2. Why don't they live stream? I've always thought that. What is the objection to live stream from every other MMA YouTuber? Other than like MMA experts. MMA experts streams quite a bit, right? But the rest of them don't stream. And it's not that they don't care about their fans. I don't think it's that. But there's just, that'd be so good for them, I think. I don't get it. Autistic Mushemi impression. You guys have got to listen to how I tell you how to do arm bars. All right, I'll try. That's not what I said to do. You guys are intentionally not listening to me, and that can be a form of bullying. You guys don't want to bully me. I promised. All right, Mikey Mushemi, we won't. We're sorry. We'll do the arm bar just how you said. You've had your last straw. I'll be back with a backpack, and you'll all rue the day. I don't know. I can just see Mushemi telling people that they'll rue the day. And then rain and ring through the corridors. Don't like it. Kyle's cousin Kyle, exactly, yeah. Oh, come on, Mom. I don't want to hang out with him. Oh, Kyle. Oh, my. I think I fell on my inhaler. Don't come to BJJ practice tomorrow? Yeah, true. Don't show up to the fucking leg lock seminar tomorrow. How many UFC ranked guys could Lewis McGrillin beat? All right, chat, hear me out. You guys know my cousin, PFL European champion, Lewis McGrillin. I have a cousin who's an MMA fighter. He's doing pretty well at PFL. He's undefeated. He's not undefeated. He's got 1 loss, but it's fine. You know, he knocks everyone the fuck out. It's fine. I reckon Lewis McGrillin could beat. Now, hear me out here. What are you naming flyweights for? You don't know this guy moved up long ago? Come on, man. I reckon Lewis McGrillin chins Rob Font. He just does. I think he does. You know what I'm saying? And that's an unbiased take. That's an absolutely unbiased take right there. I reckon he takes him. When Dana White says he's going to move on if he can't make the Aspinall fight, does that mean he's going to book Jones versus Pereira? I swear, I don't think he means he's going to move on and not have the Aspinall and move on with Jones to a different matchup. Should we listen to what Bryce Mitchell said about the fishing trip, chat? Shall I play the audio here? Let's play the audio of Bryce.
With MMA Guru. I saw your interview. I know he wants to come out to the States. Is that in the works? I know the focus is on the fight, but after the fight, any plans to do any fishing with MMA Guru?
It's in the works. He said sometime in July. If we have the time, we're going to make it happen. But I'm really, really looking forward to meeting him.
Yeah. Well, hopefully he comes out. He went to, obviously, to Washington to see Demetrius Johnson. So I think he's a man of his word. I think something will link up here pretty soon. It's pretty neat that all came together, right?
I'm excited about it. Yeah. And I'm calling my old buddy Bob too, and Bob's best fisherman that I know, that I hang out with.
Okay.
He catches the most that anybody I know. He goes all the time, and he knows an old guy named Jerry, and they know, but Bob and Jerry, they know all the spots. So when Guru comes to town, I'm calling up Bob and I'm gonna say, "Hey, Mr. Bob, can you put me on some slabs, some big crappie and bass brim? I don't care, just whatever's biting." And Bob will know where to go. So we're gonna put MMA Guru on some fish.
There we go. Moral of this interview: trust Bob. Bob knows what's up when it comes to fishing.
There you go, dude. I'm gonna meet Bob and Jerry, and Bob's gonna call Jerry, and you know Jerry might call Cindy Lou to come down, help us do some fishing. I'm looking forward, dude. Looking forward to it. It might not be when I originally said that it would be. It might actually be after his fight or sometime after, but I'm definitely doing it. Definitely doing it over the next few months at least. Maybe August, though, instead would be better for me than July. I just had a nuke dropped on me. A lot of responsibility dropped on me. I hate it. So I can't just zip off to America anytime soon over the next few weeks. But I will do it. We are definitely doing it, dude. I flew to South Africa to meet Drickus. I'm definitely going to go to America to meet Bryce. Come on, brother. The UFC has gotten so shit. You and Ariel are agreeing on everything. I know, dude. That's how bad it was. He was on Tim Welch's show talking about the changes needed at the UFC. Wait, hold on. Ariel Helwani was on Tim Welch's show. Hold on a second now. He talked about me. Ariel talked to me. I'm going to be nice. I'm going to be nice. I'm going to be nice. Okay? You want to know why Ariel was on Tim Welch's show? Guess who couldn't make it, chat? Guess who couldn't make it, chat? Guess who couldn't make it onto Tim Welch's show until short notice? Wow, dude. Ariel Helwani, plan B. You heard it here first, guys. That's confirmed. No, I'm joking. I'm not going to pile on to Ariel. I just wanted to make sure that was loud and clear for everybody watching at home. The replacement. Ariel Helwani, dude. Well, I'm not making any puns about replacing anything, but you know. Well, dude. But yeah, John is such a puss running away from a simple question. He is. We're not starting a hashtag rape Dana White. Thank you for the $10, dude. Appreciate you. Now, that is interesting. Guru says no, he can't make it. Ariel gets the job. All good. It's all good. No, but I respect it, though. If Ariel's saying the truth, what needs to be said, he can be used as a force for good here, which is nice. Embarrassingly, and have the moment of bravery. That's not bravery. Thank you for the $2. Anyway, let me let this play.
Saying a pod with you and or a show with you and Guru will never happen.
I love the fact that you always bring this up. Here's the truth. I have a lot, like, people say to me like, oh, you're the establishment. I'm not the establishment, man. I literally started on a computer, going on the internet, sending messages to people.
Wow, he went on a computer on the internet, dude. He can't be the establishment. I'm joking.
On MySpace, begging them to come on, getting cameramen in from local areas to come do interviews. I'm in Stockton, California for Elite XC, interviewing Nick Diaz with a guy that I just met, a cameraman. Like, there's nothing establishment about me. It's just that I've been around a little bit longer.
So what about the MMA guru? Yappa, yappa, yappa. Shut it, mate. Yappa, 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 guys.
I've had a lot of trials and tribulations, so I respect anyone who grinds. I respect anyone who says, like, F everyone else, I'm going to make a name for myself. So I have a lot of respect. You can even ask the guys who work with me. And what we talk about in the control room before the show or while we're eating lunch, like, I have respect for people who grind, and he is a grinder. So there's no real beef here. If anything, like, the part that was weird to me was, what's your beef with me? Like, what did I ever do to you? You know what I mean? And I don't know if that comes from a good place, a bad place, but like, the way I found out about him was he was talking so much shit about me. And so it's like, all right, if that's the way you want to make a name for yourself, great. But, you know, he doesn't need me. He doesn't need me to be his foil or to be his enemy to have success, clearly.
Not anymore. When I was a small baby channel, maybe a bit of it. But it's not about what you did to me, Ariel, because I'm a nobody. It's about what you were doing to Jamal Hill and Dricus du Plessis, dude. That's what it was. It doesn't matter what you did to me. You didn't do anything to me because you didn't know me. So of course you didn't do anything wrong to me. But you were wrong doing a couple of the fighters, dude. And he was acting up. But he's been on his best behavior recently since, to be fair.
So all to say, like, I'm not trying to do a show with anyone at this point, but I don't have, the beef was one-sided. And it wasn't on my end.
So
it's true. Yeah. Because I wasn't known at the time.
Agree or disagree, Timbo?
Yeah, I mean, some of these guys, like even Guru, he'll have some crazy takes, but then you talk to the guy and you genuinely think, like, I genuinely think he's a good guy. Like, he wants to spoil his parents, take care of his parents. I do think he's a good guy. And you never know, like, sometimes when these guys say stuff, when they're streaming so much and they're sometimes, especially with him when he's doing cards, he's got to stay up this late hour. So he could be on edge and says something he doesn't really mean. So I think you guys would probably be fine.
We also do different things, occupy different lanes, and that's good. Like, I'm happy that there are new voices. I'm happy, like, it shouldn't just be me. It shouldn't just be 2 or 3 people. People also try to ask me about, like, Nina Drama and get me to...
Yuck. I'm out of the conversation now. Yuck. Nina Drama was brought up. I'm out of the conversation. Thank you for the $5. Impression of Ariel getting grinded on by Guru. He's a grinder. Thank you very much for the fight. I should react to it. Yeah, dude, Ariel mentioned me. But it wasn't about, like, but Ariel was doing wrong, man. The DDP stuff was just objectively a wrong thing to do as a human being to someone. And the Jamal Hill thing was also just a wrong thing to do to someone. And a lot of the other things that he was doing around that time were just incredibly wrong things to do to people. So, you know, even though he said the beef is one-sided because he never did anything to me, it doesn't really matter, to be honest with you. I was doing like a commentary stance on what he was doing to others. So of course that's going to be one-sided if you don't know who I am, because I was a small channel making these videos. Thank you for the $5. Guru's a good guy. This is propaganda. Jewish Guru can... No, we aren't all connected, dude. Shut the fuck up.